What's up, guys? This is Mosh Jam Collector Racing here with Sound Series number 414, the fourth ever half ramp edition. Let's go racing. We're gonna kick things off with Red Max D taking on Tropical Thunder. And the first win's going to Tropical Thunder. Next up is Son of a Digger taking on Fire Avenger. And it's going to be Fire Avenger. Oh, wow, look at that finish. That's incredible, though, but Fire Avenger takes the win. Next up is Soldier Fortune taking on Zombie. And Zombie takes the win. Next up is Hooligan taking on Chassis Snapper. And it's going to be Chassis Snapper. Next up is Annihilator taking on Big Kahuna. And it's going to be Big Kahuna. Next up is Monster Mutt taking on Stone Crusher. And it's going to be Stone Crusher. Next up is Carolina Crusher taking on Backdraft. And it's going to be, ooh, close race. Oh, just barely. It's going to be Backdraft. Next up is Gravedigger Stars and Stripes taking on Hound Hauler. And it's going to be Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. Next up is Axe taking on the Boneyard Gravedigger. And it's going to be Axe. Next up is Born to be Wild taking on Bad Company. And it's going to be Bad Company. Next up is A51 Patrol taking on Excalibur. And it's going to be Excalibur. Next up is the Lucas Oil Stabilizer taking on Raisin Cane. And it's going to be Lucas Oil Stabilizer winning with a block. Next up is Pure Muscle taking on Twin Mill. And it's going to be Twin Mill. Next up is Ivy taking on Red Hotweiler. And it's going to be Ivy. Next up is the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger RT taking on Roger Dodger. And it's going to be Roger Dodger. Next up is Wildflower taking on Red Crustacean. It's going to be, oh, what a race. And it's going to be Wildflower. Next up is Kraken taking on the 50th Anniversary Hot Wheels. And it's going to be Kraken. Next up is Iron Outlaw taking on Ice Cream Man. And it's going to be Ice Cream Man. And the final race of round one is Chrome Farewell Medusa and Wolverine Small Hub. It's going to be close race. But it's just barely Medusa. Alright guys, before we head on to round two, we need a fast loser because Medusa needs an opponent to race. So here are the two trucks that I've selected. We have the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger RT and Pure Muscle. It's going to be Pure Muscle. Alright guys, here we are with round number two. We're going to kick things off with Tropical Thunder and Fire Avenger. It's going to be Fire Avenger. Next up is Zombie taking on Chassis Snapper. And it's going to be Zombie. Next up is Stone Crusher and Big Kahuna. And it's going to be Stone Crusher. Here we got a good race. We have Gravedigger Stars and Stripes taking on Backdraft. It's going to be Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. Next up is Axe taking on Bad Company. And it's going to be Axe. Next up is the Lucas Oil Stabilizer taking on Excalibur. And it's going to be the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Next up is Ivy and Twin Mill. It's going to be Twin Mill. Next up is Roger Dodger taking on Wildflower. And it's going to be Roger Dodger. Next up is Kraken taking on Ice Cream Man. It's going to be Kraken. And the final race of round 2 is Medusa Chrome and Pure Muscle. It's going to be Pure Muscle. Alright guys, here we are with round number 3. We're going to kick things off with Fire Avenger and Zombie. It's going to be Fire Avenger. Next up is Stone Crusher taking on Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. It's going to be Stone Crusher. Next up we have 2 trucks from Mix 29 battling it at it. The Lucas Oil Stabilizer and Axe. And it's going to be the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Next up is Roger Dodger taking on Twin Mill. It's going to be Twin Mill with a comeback. And the final race of round 3 is Kraken and Pure Muscle. It's going to be Pure Muscle. Alright guys, here we are with round number 4, which is the quarterfinals, but we're going to need 3 fastest races to make it A to be even. So, here they are. We're going to kick things off with Roger Dodger and Backdraft. It's going to be Backdraft. Next up is Ivy and Medusa Chrome. It's going to be Ivy. And the final fastest race is going to feature Big Kahuna and Gravedigger Stars and Stripes. And it's going to be Big Kahuna. Now we are down to the quarterfinals of Sign-Up Series number 414. Let's go over your field of trucks. Inside of the Fire Avenger, we have Monster Jam Extreme. Inside of Stone Crusher, we have Monster Jam Dallas. Inside of the Lucas Oil Stabilizer, we have Kaz K. Inside of Twin Mill, we have Benjamin 64 DJ. Inside of Pure Muscle, we have Go Race Studios. Inside of Backdraft, we have the Camera 9785. Inside of Ivy, we have Mac Bulldog Mac. And inside of Big Kahuna, we have Wake Up F1 So let's kick the quarterfinals off with Fire Avenger and Stone Crusher. It's going to be Fire Avenger. Next up is Twin Mill and the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. It's going to be Twin Mill. Next up is Backdraft and Pure Muscle. It's going to be Backdraft. And the final race of the quarterfinals is Big Kahuna taking on Ivy. It's going to be Ivy. Now we are down to the semifinals of Sign-Up Series 414, the 4th ever half-ramp edition. Let's go over your field of trucks. Inside of Fire Avenger, we have Monster Jam Extreme. Inside of Twin Mill, we have Benjamin 64 DJ. Inside of Backdraft, we have the Camera 9785. And inside of Ivy, we have Mac Bulldog Mac. So let's get the semis off with Fire Avenger and Twin Mill. It's going to be Fire Avenger. Who will meet Fire Avenger in the championship race? Ivy or Backdraft? It's going to be Ivy winning with a block. Alright guys, here's the championship race. Inside of Fire Avenger, we have Monster Jam Extreme. I believe he's won about once or twice on my channel, looking for another win. And inside of Ivy, we have Mac Bulldog Mac, who I assume has 22 wins, if not 23 wins. Maybe even 24. I could be wrong. But let's crown your champion nonetheless. The winner of Sign-Up Series number 414, the 4th ever half-ramp edition, is going to be none other than Oh, what a race! But you guys can see right there, Mac Bulldog Mac takes the win inside of Ivy. So, Riley, congratulations on winning, dude. And I believe this is Ivy's first win on my channel, which is absolutely incredible. So, good job, man, on winning. I believe this is your 23, 24, or 25. It's somewhere around there. I kind of lost track on how many wins you have, but I'm pretty sure it's 23, 24, 25, somewhere around there. But good job, Mac. You deserve it. Monster Jam Extreme, you were so close, man. Almost there, bud. It's gonna make it that one step further, and I know that you're gonna get that win one day. Better luck in Simon 415. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Great race, everybody. Congratulations to Mac Bulldog Mac in Ivy for taking the win, and congratulations to Ivy for getting its first win. And I'll see you guys in Sign Up Series 415.